Want to see a brand new property that'll let you work on your pickleball swing and enjoy two pools? As soon as we come in, we're going to go straight to the right here at the post. And when we go to the right, we walk right into their gym. Nicely laid out gym, plenty of space, free weights there. All right, bench machine there, all right. You got cycles here, have your elliptical there. You even have an outdoor section for those who want to work out in the elements, test your Rocky strength. Sorry, we'll check it out in a second. Got your bands, medicine balls. Not shabby at all. We'll go out there in just a moment. Got your treadmills here, stair stepper, and some additional accessories should you need it. And obviously that's where we came in, just so you get the sense of a full circle. But if you want a little bit more of an outdoor workout, you can do this here. I mean, it's kind of like a mini American Ninja training ground, right? Kind of like monkey bars over. See if you can test your stamina, hold yourself up back against there, do some leg lifts, right? Unsupported, so it's all gonna be body strength. Actually have some fun out here. And then of course, if you wanna ground and pound on a punch bag, you got that there, but I think you can also hang out there. And so this was the gym. Now, if we come along this side here, you can see they have kind of like a little shower area. Interesting. Bathroom there. I wonder. All right, so maybe not. And then if we come around here on this other side, you actually have the office, the leasing office. There's the mail room in there. Hey, there's the leasing office there. But we're on the outside. We'll check it out here in a moment. I like this design here on the ground. Just makes it more festive, you know? There we have the resident clubhouse. We'll get there in just a moment. But just want to give you the full scope of the outdoor area. So that's where we entered in there. As you see the sign of the post right here. And then we went into the gym there. We walked all the way around. And this is the leasing office. So if you do come into the office, and let's just say you're waiting on a ride share or someone to come pick you up, you have plenty of seating here. Additional seating there. Hey, post up your way. I like that. Just press play. That's cool. And that's where we just came from. But here you have a conference room for residents, should you need it. If you have a team coming into town, or if it's a few of you that are already here on site, you can have a place to meet there. Just make sure you check with the leasing office to ensure that there's not reserved. And now, we step back outside. You have the club resident lounge there, or the clubhouse there, but we're actually going to go this way. And the reason why I wanted to point it out to you is because the property is divided into two parts, right? So you have the property, you have apartments over on that side, and then you have apartments over on this side, and both sides have their own set of amenities. However, you do have access to all amenities just being a resident here. So we're going to start with this side first, and then we'll make our way over here. All right, let's do it. That sun is kicking right now, I'll tell you that though. You would never have known that it rained here. Crazy rain. All right. Let's go ahead and run through here. And as we come up these steps, we're going to run into the first pool. Now, the one thing I do like already about the post is when I come and when I see like the first pool, you know, typically you have like a smaller pool, you have a bigger pool. This will be their quote unquote smaller pool, but it does not feel like it. And that's what I like. So as soon as we walk up, you already see that you have a seating area. So if you want to catch some sun, right, without getting wet, boo, yeah, not a problem. You have cooking here, 2 grills, so keeps it out of the wet area. You don't have to worry about anyone splashing you by accident or on purpose. It's a cool little seating area there, right? And so then when you come into the pool area here, you have some shaded seating. If you partially want to be out in the sun, but be near the water. And then you have seating all around, and then shaded seating over there. Let's go check it out. Not bad. Some cool chillax areas here on the side. If you want more of a sit at the table feel, you have that here. But if you want more of a lounge feeling, you're going to get that here on this other side. Maybe you and the boo are chilling out right here, or maybe just by yourself with a lot of leg space. And then you have the pool here from this side. Not too deep, not too crazy. So you're looking about 3 feet 3 inches on this end. There. Yeah, please don't dive. That just would not feel fun. 311. Okay, so this seems like the shallow end is coming this way. So this is what we call the quote-unquote small pool. Again, not too small. Okay. So good there. Now let's go check out the rest of it. Rest of the property, not the rest of the pool. So we come through our little seating area here, and we're just gonna go ahead and follow the light brick sidewalk. Yeah, I was trying to think of like the yellow brick road, but yeah, that what I came up with was not as great. Anyway, moving on. Then we're gonna move through here, and we're actually gonna cut through a little path there. And this is where you'll see the dog park and going on to the pet spa. Morning, man. You have two more grills here. So what we're noticing is that the grilling is going to be outside of the pool. So you don't even have that to worry about. Again, be in splash, don't drop the meat in the water. I don't know why you would, but hey, people, good times, alcohol, you never know. Don't drop your meat in the water. Oh, so many directions we can go with that, but we won't go there today. Okay. Now, what I want you to notice are three different parking situations right now, right? So here we have open parking, right? So this is where you have cars that are just parked out in the open, obviously. You have covered parking, right there. Covered parking right here because there is some shade. And then you have individual garages, okay? Generally, open parking is free. Covered parking will have some cost associated with it because it will be a reservable spot. And then obviously the individual parking garages will have their own pricing as well. So just wanted to point that out while we're here. And here we'll check out the dog park here. Pretty sizable. I mean, this is not a small yard. And it goes all the way up to that point and then comes over. And this is actually real grass. This is not fake grass. So that is mud. I know that may look like something else, but it's just mud. It's a beautiful sky, beautiful day. Dry up some of this flood water that Texas has had over the holiday weekend. And as we were pointing out these covered elements here, on the other side of it will be your pet spa. Morning, y'all. And here you have the access to it here. Now, you can't really see it, but here you go. So if you need to clip little Fido's nails, you need to wash old Betsy down, you can definitely do that. And then this just loops around where we just were, because there's the dark park right there. So now we see the lights turned on. So if you were wondering if you were going to have to bathe little boo-boo in the dark, you don't. All right. Let's keep going. And as you see on the outskirts here, this whole, well, what I'm pointing at is the ridge line. Okay, let me see if I can get around this truck. Now, Post and Parmer is on, obviously, Parmer Lane, but it's also near a growing area called Tech Ridge. If you're not familiar with Tech Ridge, it is going to be more in the North Austin area. All right, so we see that ridge line of buildings there. You see more apartments there. You see Homewood Suites there. And then you see AMC. I-35 is right here. So I-35 runs north and south. So if you just kind of want, if you want a little more insight to what's around here, that's what I just wanted to point out. So we'll go ahead and keep this going. Now what you're hearing are two motorcycles. So that was not somebody's car having troubles. That was two gents getting on the bikes, getting ready to go for a ride. Enjoy some of this sunshine since we haven't had it for the last few days here in Austin, Texas. So here's the pool. And with that, we go on to the other side. And here we are. Now remember, that's where we entered. We went to the gym there. We saw the leasing office here and walked around it. Now we're going to check out the clubhouse. Here. Now, just kidding. Nicely laid out, right? Restrooms there. If you want or need a private office, you have one right there. The cool little seating areas, very lounge-like. And then if you do want to just kind of want to come out and work somewhere, you have sitting area here. Maybe you have a friend over, or maybe you meet friends here on the property. Y'all just kind of want to take a quick little break from work, kind of lay out, chill out, have a seat here in this area. Or maybe you just want to sit and lounge, but you just want to have maybe some TV on, have a TV on or something, kind of have the living room feel, but get out of your apartment. And you have a sitting area right here. Nicely designed, I do have to say so myself, because as we sit here, look at that fire and bookshelf. It's kind of like sitting at home, right? All right, let me get up before I just have this record the rest of the day of me just sitting here or until they kick me out. Well, that's cool. That's cool. And as you see, you have a little coffee station here. Right? Not too shabby. And you have a little seating area out there. Seems like they have like a garage door set up there. So let's just go out this way. And here was that second private office. Should you want it or need it? Let's take a look inside. I like that it's surrounded by windows. Well, not surrounded by windows, but two of the four walls are windows looking outside, and then this third, well, it wouldn't be a third window, it'd be this glass door allows you to have the outside light as well. That's cool. And then here's the sitting area right outside of the clubhouse. So if you wanted to be outside, you know, maybe you want to have your own little happy hour, you can still kind of have a outdoor restaurant feel without ever leaving home or without ever having to get in your car. And when I said that it was a garage door setup, this is what I was meaning. See how that opens? How the hinges are at the top there? So my guess is that that opens out. That's cool. Now, for all my pickleball athletes out there, this area will be for you. Get that pickleball in. Work on that swing. Get it done, get it done. All right? So now, you can come have your own pickleball games or get your own swing practice in, all included with the rent. If there are any spectators, you got people who watch it there, hang out, chillax. Or if you want people who just want to be around pickleball athletes, but they don't really want to do it, you can have a little seating area out here. Maybe play a little Connect Four, have a seat, chill out there, and you're right next to a green belt too. So, I mean, technically and quite literally surrounded by nature. Now, this grass is not real, which I appreciate. So it's going to be this color year round. Definitely sitting areas not in summer. If it's summertime, I do not advise it. Or if you just kind of want to have your own group time, maybe a group of friends, fire pit area here. Little birds chirping right behind me. It's funny. And I say it's funny because, like I said earlier, the sun's out, it's a beautiful day. You'd never known it was tumultuous weather here not even 48 hours ago. All right, so we were already on that side of the property. Now we're coming on this side. Now, another thing I want us to notice is that each one of the buildings on both sides, I didn't point it out earlier, but I want to show it here. Each one of these buildings have a couple of EV chargers right in front of the building. Now, you probably can't see that far. Let me see if I can zoom in. Right there. So as we approach each building, that building will have a couple of EV chargers right in front of it. All right. And so, since we are on the other side of the property, let's check out the other pool. Now, this is what I would call the main pool. It is a quite bit larger. Plus, You're going to have your cabanas here, with more space, more seating, and a much larger pavilion. Here. Much larger, right? So a couple of seating areas here, or cabana-like seating areas here. You definitely have more seating going much longer, right? Ranging much longer. Then you have your dry seating here. Here you got your in-water seating if you want to keep the booty cool. I love how they have like the little lap lines here for those who may want to try to get some laps in. I wouldn't recommend it right now, again, because of all the rain that we had here in Austin, and also rained a little bit through yesterday. So I know their team is out working with grass and cleaning everything up. So if you're seeing leaves and stuff, that's because we literally just had flooding rains within the last day or two ago. All right, so we have a kind of like that little grass strip right there, here in the middle, separating kind of like the pool for you to be in, and then kind of maybe just a relaxation pool where you just have your feet in water, not as deep, right? It's not even a foot deep, 6 inches, like cool little wading pool if you have little ones out here. But I like this grass piece because it kind of reminds me of being like its own island, right? Now, this grass is fake, thank goodness, because, you know, there's some people who don't care about other people and the environment. And if this was real, they'd probably find a way to put dirt in the water. Anyway, I'm ranting. So I like that it's fake. That's the point. Seating area here. Shaded seating area here. Oh, I like these two chairs. That's cool. That's cool. I mean, from this view, it just looks awesome, right? I think so. And then you have your two grills here, right? So again, this is going to be your main pool, so that's why they're going to be a little bit closer to the water compared to the smaller pool. Plenty of seating, as you can see. So if you want to have a watch party, if you want to have a game party, if you want to have a tailgate out here, you can definitely do it as I walk through just all of it. I like the hanging chairs. Let's see that from a different view. All right, not too shabby. Nicely done, Post at Parmer. Let's get right into these, see these racing lines. Well, lap lines, I should say. All right. Okay, cool. So we saw the main pool. Big difference, right? I'm digging it. I hope you dug it too. That's just cool, man. That's just cool, like blue at the bottom, blue at the top, surrounded by blue. Thank you, Mother Earth. Oh, and humans for making the pool. Okay. So we saw that. We also see just kind of like a little recreational area. All right, they tied up the hammocks there. Again, I mentioned it because it rains. But if you want to play a little cornhole or a little beanbag toss, you got that covered there. Now the dirt looks a little dirtier. No, it looks like mud because of the rain. So just know that'll probably look much better by the time you see it compared to seeing it in this video here. They just planted trees, so hey, the best time to plant a seed was 20 years ago. The next best time to plant it is now. I think that was a Chinese proverb. I'm glad that they're living it. And so now with that said, let's go look at some floor plans. Okay, so after chatting with the leasing team, they're really full. They don't have any available 2 bedrooms or any available 3 bedroom floor plans for me to show you. All they have is their 1 bedroom model, so we're gonna go take a look at that. They do not have any studios on this property, only 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms. So I only want to bring that up because I know a few of you have asked me for studio floor plans. Here at the Post, there are not any studio floor plans. So I don't have any to show. They don't have any available. So I just wanted to let you know, I'm still asking. I'm still looking out for y'all. So we're going to go see this 1 bedroom. All right. All right. Now this is their A3 floor plan. 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 764 square feet. Now, immediately when I walk in, the first thing I see is a pretty long island here. So I point that out because it can act as obviously a food preparation, plant snack preparation area, but it can also act as a dining room. Hence why you have these chairs here. So if it's just you and maybe a roommate, or if it's you and your significant other, y'all can have that place there to kind of munch and hang out, right? Perfect for close interactions. If you want to have a couple people over, that's not a problem. Still plenty of space to display food, nibble on food. People can still sit, sip, enjoy themselves, have a conversation. Now we are seeing that there are light colored finishes as far as your cabinets. You're going to have wooden finishes here as far as your floor goes. I think this might be a wooden laminate. Silver, stainless steel appliances. I said silver because, whoa, that's legit. I said silver because I was just talking about colored cabinets there. All right, as you see, for those who like to see inside of them, I got you covered there. Mud room or mud area, right? As you can kind of see the little rain boots there to happily represent this area. So it's raining outside. You want to come in, have a seat, take off your shoes, take off a raincoat if you have one, your trench coat, overcoat, whichever one is, so you're not trekking the water or mud throughout your property or throughout your apartment here. That's cool. I like the way they did that. All right, I like the way they added that there. I like that picture. That's cool. Okay. Nice size balcony. All right, so close that. Good amount of space. So if you wanted to have a seating little area there, smaller table like they have it here, you have plenty of room here. Now what you're seeing here is just on the other side. You can obviously move that over or they'll trim that, but with this being a model unit, they're probably just letting those trees grow. All right, so if you have me here against the wall and you look there, not close, right? I'm not even close to the door. So you got a good amount of space here, a good long space in this particular unit. And then go ahead and give you the view from this side. All right, now let's go check out the, ooh, squirrel. I like those. All right, now for real this time. Let's check out the room. Okay, good space. And I'm saying that because when I take a look at this bed, now this does look like a smaller bed, right? Maybe that's a twin bed. But even with, say, even like, say, a larger size, right? Like a queen bed, like the amount of space that you have on each side of the bed is still not that bad. So let's say you have a queen, it's a little bit more. I mean, that's still a good amount. That would still be a good amount of space there on that side. Let's check out the other side. Right? Even if that was extended just a little bit more, to say maybe like right here, maybe we're like where that shadow is, that's still looking from the shadow over, still a good amount of size. I mean, good amount of space. So not bad. And when I look at the foot of the bed to this wall, again, it was a little bit bigger, looking at where that shadow is, I mean, that's still plenty of walking room, right? We're not bumping into anything here. So that's why I say it's good space. You see the bathroom. I like that backsplash. I like that. That tub is legit. Tub can take my whole arm, I bet. Hold on. Yeah, yeah, I could take it all. What? Just kidding. Like, if we look at my arm here, like, my elbow is down here. Like, literally, tub took my entire arm. I'm gonna stop there. That just sounds weird. Check out the shower head. Plenty of spokes. Good rain on me. Shower head. So good. Like that. I do like that print. So kudos. Good sized bathroom, right? The not the dresser, the cabinet, the, what am I trying to say? Faucet. Jeez, there it is. The faucet is not like running right into the door or into the doorway. Doorway is not sitting on top of your sink. Could not get my words out there. Then you have your closet space here. Okay. Like, not bad. Let's close this door so you can get the full gist. I mean, so obviously a walk-in closet because I am in here after walking in. And if I look at my feet from where I am, okay, that's where I am, right against the wall. Going there, not close. So give that a thumbs up. And then if we look at the door from here, good space. You are going to get more length, right? But they make it work here. You have 2 hanging rods, right? 3, make a third one there. And so then you have the shelves, corresponding shelves as well. Yeah, so 1 bedroom. I think there's definitely plenty of room. Have your shelves here, so they could be your towels, as they have here. It can be some displays, or it could be toiletries, right? Paper towels, or not paper towels, toilet paper. If you're having to use paper towels in a bathroom, you know, that might be an issue, but that's a different subject for a different type of video. That's cool. I like that. All right. So there's the bathroom. So again, this was their A3 floor plan. 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 764 square feet. Here at the Post Parmer. Here at Post at Parmer. All right. All right, y'all. So that's it. That was the Post at Parmer. All right. So we saw their little pool. It wasn't so little. We saw their main pool. We saw their pickleball court for those who want to work on their stroke. We saw their dog park. We saw their pet spa. We also pointed out the different type of parking solutions that you may have here. So make sure if you're looking at this place, make sure you know the difference between what parking space you want and the parking spaces that they have available. We lastly saw a little hangout area, courtyard area. We also saw their gym and their resident clubhouse. I mean, to say the least, like, to be a brand new property, it's laid out pretty well. It has 3 bedrooms, right? Now, that might be a little short order, right? So you may have to, or those may be short on availability. So make sure you ask if you are looking for 3 bedrooms. But for a new property, have a 3 bedroom. That is not as common as it used to be in older properties. So that's another plus for this property here. If you are looking for your apartment and you're considering like the North Austin area, I definitely recommend making sure the Post at Parmer is on your list. If you want a little help with your apartment search, by all means, give myself and my team a call. We'd love to help you out with that. Make that as streamlined, as easy as possible. Let us be your eyes and ears and boots on the ground. And if you're not looking for an apartment, you're like, we got it, bro, got it covered, but you're looking for some items to make your apartment feel like home, then go ahead and check out a couple of links in the description below. We've already started the search for you, so you don't have to worry about that being on your plate either. So with that, if I've missed anything, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, all that great good stuff, but let me know what you thought. If there's something else that you wanted to see that I didn't cover, by all means, please leave it in a comment below. You know I got you covered on another video. And until next time, you stay awesome. You stay amazing.